Yeah, I'm gonna try the new World of Warplanes 2.0.
What's that? Just
Conquest modes. So this is the change to. They've totally revamped the game. I mean, it is not even close to. It doesn't resemble like the original one. So now we got heavy bombers.
oh really?
Used to be ground attack planes. Now we got heavy bombers. We got 826 and a couple other ones.
I thought about loading up Armored Warfare here.
I would if there was ever actually be able to get a PvP match,
Yeah.
or the combined servers. And
Combined servers. Gotta download it.
Okay, here we go. So yeah, it's completely revamped. The loading screen is revamped. Yeah, everything's.
You are approaching
craziness.
the area of combat operations. Be ready.
I mean, the maps are saying this looks like the same, but loading screens are different. Yeah.
User joined your channel.
So we'll see here. I like the graphics so far. They've changed graphics.
Pilots.
Yeah, what's
get
good,
ready
guys?
for action. Let's go.
Not much, man.
Oh, not much. I'm just dicking around on a computer. Sam's playing World of Warplanes.
Okay,
2.0?
2.0. They've changed camera angles. I don't like this because I don't have good camera angles. Camera angles I like. Physics have changed. Wow. Oh shit, I got 16 bombs and heavy bomber. This is pretty cool.
Now they give you ground targets.
Yeah, well, it used to have, used to be able to do it with ground attack planes, but now you get these heavy bombers where you can do strategic bombing from way altitude, or high altitude.
High altitude. Yeah.
Which is kind of interesting, because now I can switch to the rear gunner and I can actually use the rear gunner too.
Stay alert, pilots. Large enemy force spotted over the airfield. Large enemy force is attacking the command center.
Graphics are better. I don't know, I'm just doing the bombing stuff right now. I kind of want to see how that looks. I mean, I've played a couple games so far, but this is entirely different. Ooh, look at that. That pretty.
So it would never appeal to you to play War Thunder for its air battles?
I do play War Thunder.
For air battles?
Yeah, I played War Thunder.
You never told me you play War Thunder air combat.
Yeah.
I play that all the time. I usually play like low tiers, like tier 3 and 4. I don't go up to the jets and stuff. I don't have any unlocked.
I don't either.
I used to play it.
I actually like it a lot. Arcade mode is really fun.
But this is actually kind of cool because it reloads. I don't have to land to reload. You get a small. You get a small window and it reloads for you.
Yeah.
So you don't have to keep going back and forth, you know? This part of it seems a little boring, but I mean, it's something different. The gameplay's different, but the flak's pretty cool.
You play the tanks at all in War Thunder, Jug?
What?
No, I never played those.
The command center is ours. Establishing communication with the
If you want
main
something fun to play, go to up to T-34 line. It's overpowered.
They shot me down, the pricks. But now they have respawn, so now I respawn. Interesting.
Receiving reports about rapidly deteriorating weather conditions. Support will be unable to reach you. Do you read me? Over. The enemy is about to win. Push harder. We have complete control of the skies. Way to go. We cannot support you any longer. The storm is too heavy. Do you copy? Over.
I copy.
User joined your channel.
Copy.
What's up, man?
Get busy. What's going on?
Not much. Myself, what have you been?
Well, I took a break for a little bit, then my fucking cell phone got stolen. Like, I got robbed. House broken into.
Damn.
And yeah. And then I had to go to fucking work, like, literally the next day. And it was never in a spot long enough to have them send me a new phone, so I was without a phone for quite some time, which means no
That
internet.
sucks.
Yeah. And then I actually completely forgot about tanks, and then I was like sitting here today, like hung over shit, and I was like, oh, alright.
Oh, get it. The boost sounds like it just kicked the lawnmower in. you know.
The enemy has gathered forces to attack the command center. Be cautious.
What?
I'm playing World of Warplanes, the 2.0 version now. They just came up with a new one.
Ooh.
That's what I said.
How is it?
It's actually not too bad. It's going to be tough for some new players or some guys that don't, you know, into this kind of stuff, but it's something different.
Not really playing tanks anymore?
No, I'm playing tanks too.
Plays Warplanes for the free premium time.
Yeah, that too.
I catch up on tanks. There's so much shit that's changed. Dump this. I don't know what's going on with this matchmaker. It's fucking like nothing but just new matches with tier 10.
Turn back. The enemy force is too strong.
We lost. Alright, that was interesting. I don't even know what to make of it.
Did they do something to the tier 10 bad chat?
Yeah, there was some
That's
nerfs
making
done to
it
it.
weird.
There was HD model too.
Because, like, there's literally, I've seen, like, in this match alone, there's 8 bad chats. You said it got nerfed?
I don't know if it got nerfed. They were talking about it. I've never played it. Don't have it. Couldn't tell you. I know last
The
patch-
details for 9.21 are out. All the changes coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In case anyone was curious.
Got a long load-in screen. I don't know. This is hard to tell because this is just a test patch. So, you know what I mean? But so far, yeah, I definitely like it. I mean, there's some bad things about it. When you zoom in on the trace you're leaving your gun, is it looks like snakies, like little snakes are leaving, like, snakes on a plane type shit.
Nice.
It's on a plane.
You're digging on me, but I'm just like I said, this is a test, so it is what it is. No, I don't think I've got past like tier 3 on War Thunder. I just haven't. I've been playing so many of this game, or tanks, or wargaming tanks, or ships. Not that I could ever get you guys to come over and play this game or anything.
Not a chance.
I can try. Nah, most of the time I play just for the free XP because you get 10 to 20,000 if you wait about every 2-3 weeks, depends on how many airplanes you have in your hangar. So I did bombers, now I'm doing fighters, Spitfire 1.
I'll catch you guys later.
So you go.
Later, man.
User disconnected from your channel.
Attention! You are entering the combat zone. Get ready for battle. Good luck. Show me what you can do, pilots. Let's roll.
Ooh, they did that better. Now they've kind of turned the game into just from a free-for-all, everybody kills everybody, to more of a strategic type of game where you have to, control points.
Ew.
attacks on our complex. Try to neutralize the enemy military base.
Oh, wow. Completely redid the flak. Wow. So they got rid of the pipper, so you don't get a pipper to tell you where to shoot and all that kind of shit. So it makes it a little more interesting.
We are losing the military base. There are too many enemy aircraft. Hang in there. You'll soon be cut off from support. I say again, support will not be available. Stay alert, pilot. Large enemy force spotted over the airfield.
Yeah, it's just. Oh, now it's become so bot dependent. Son of a bitch. Good bots, bad bots. Too much shit going on. All in one. Huh. I'll be right back.
Channel switched.
Alrighty. Oh, so this is the 2.0, and I am not. Maybe it's just going to take a long time to figure this out. I mean, other than the fact that it seems to have a tendency to bog down when you go back out of the game. Once again, I know this is a test, but you know, you're going to frustrate the shit out of people with this kind of stuff. Not responding, not loading, taking for 2 minutes, 3 minutes to load back into your garage. Game-wise, it just seems like it's a utter amount of chaos. Yeah, I don't. I mean, I like some of the gameplay. The physics are kind of screwy. I'm not sure what's going on here. Obviously, the camera angles too is another one that I have a problem with. I mean, other than the fact that you can't zoom completely back off the airplane, things like that. You know, minor details. You know, like with the revamping of a plane like this, though, it's going to be interesting. Or a game like this, it's going to be interesting to see how this is going to work out. Obviously, I like some things about it. I like the actual. The graphics are nice. I think it's pretty cool with some of the things that they're doing with it. The flak is ridiculous, especially when you lose. The thing, probably the biggest thing I have with it is so far is it seems to be you're gonna take a great deal of coordination to pull off an attack on a base that's red. I mean, between the sheer number of anti-aircraft and you know, in a game that's essentially it's you versus, you know, whatever on the other side, you're just not going to get the coordination to make this a fun mode, to make it work, you know. At least from what I've seen of it. I mean, that's so far. It's hard to do anything. You know, you go from capturing one base to try to go capture another base, and then you look and all your bots are dead. Then it's you versus 20, and you just get wrecked. And you need ground attack planes or bombers, something over base to take out the ground. You know, take out the ground targets plus the anti-aircraft, so you can get over there and play. It's just going to lack the coordination needed to, in my opinion, for a random puppy match to pull off some of this stuff. So, but like I said, it's test, so it's going to be interesting, and I'm just going to keep playing this, you know, a few more times here just to see how it turns out. I mean, was it 37 people in queue and stuff, so yeah, it's going to take a little while to run through it. I really think if you cut down maybe on the number of bots in these kind of scenarios, especially with the defensive planes that are flying over and they turn red, and then there's forces of them coming in, and there's just absolutely too many planes to get for just 2 respawns. You know, in that situation, I'm dead in 2 and I'm out. So then it's a loss. So Yeah, in that sense, I don't see it as being something that's going to be enjoyable because until everybody figures out the 8 pages of notes that I saw on it, or 9 pages, or 10 pages, or the epic novel full of changes to the game. Yeah, maybe if they implemented these things slowly, a few things at a time. But right now, I mean, like I said, I enjoy some of the things about the gameplay. Graphics are great. Planes that some of the physics have changed. It seems to me, which I don't mind. I love the fact that you don't have the pipper anymore in front of the aircraft, things like that. But it's also this whole, I mean, just the swarm after swarm after swarm of bots that you lose one or two bases and no coordination with all the rest of them. It just, yeah, I just don't see it working out. Being a fun mode right now, the way it's set up. More specifically, I guess, more just along the lines with the bots seem to be a issue. And apparently 4 minutes is too long to wait, so on to something else. And then once again with the loading page, I guess, as long as we're not sitting here for a terrible amount of time, it seems to me a little excessive to have to sit here with, yeah. Yeah, it's going to be hard to do a test. It really is with this constant, 1 to 2 minutes just to come back into hangar to start out. And yeah. So we're going to drop down a couple tier. We're going down to tier 3 and see what happens. Yeah, this right here is the problem, though. This is going to hurt this game. Just trying to do the test. If you're constantly trying to load over and over again. Yeah. Okay, there, finally. So let's try some low tier. We'll start out with the old I-16. Oh, yeah. Kind of wish they would have just brought this as everything's fully upgraded and ready to go. Okay, let's see if we can get an actual buggy. I mean, yeah, I get it, it's test server. I mean, mean, there's a few changes here. Not a whole lot. I mean, you're going to be pretty familiar with this as a, you know, yeah, this is all pretty familiar. All right, let's try tier 3 if we can't get anything going. And I'm not terribly sure. I mean, I've read through some of the notes on this 2.0, and you know, I mean, you can read it, but actually doing it in game is it's a little bit different, obviously. You know, I don't quite get what everything's supposed to do and how it's supposed to work. So it's going to take a little while of actual gameplay to figure it all out. And even then, it's going to be questionable whether or not. But right now, it just seems like it's a muddled mess of flying from one spot to the next spot to the next spot, trying to do this, and this. That's not going to be. I would lose interest, and I probably will lose interest in this if it goes this route. I mean, I like some of the things. You know, the bombers are interesting. You know, that's different. You know, that makes it a little more interesting. But then again, you know, once you get up altitude, you just fly back and forth over the target, waiting for your pipper to come in, and then you shoot, you know, drop bombs. So, not always entertaining. I guess it's going to be entertaining to some people, but actual playability over a long period of time, you know, it's gonna get somewhat boring. I noticed all the sound effects. I liked how the guns sound and everything, but then again, when you hit the boost, it's just like, you know, it's like a leaf blower. Bring back the boost, you know, when you hit it, you're, you know, that kind of shit. Honestly, I don't understand why we can't just fly against bots. This 2 minutes 30 seconds to sit with 33 people. This is taking far too long. You know, if you're lucky enough to get into a fight right away, great. If not, load up both sides of bots, because this is ridiculous. I mean, how are you going to test this when you're going to spend most of the time sitting in queue? You know, the last one was 4 minutes and I quit. This is going to be probably 4 minutes for me to quit too, before I'm just like, I might not even play the rest of the night because of this. This is, I mean, you have a bot system. Throw the bots in. You know, I don't care if I have another human against me on the other side. Four minutes. And now I get to spend another 2 minutes waiting for the actual loading screen. Or that I can actually manipulate the hanger. So yeah, what I've seen of the game, the revamp of it, it's got good points, but it's also got a lot of game-changing points that are not going to probably be something that's going to be welcomed. This test server, I mean, this is my biggest problem so far. I had the first 2 or 3 games jumped right into them, but now I'm sitting with the loading screen going back and forth of not connecting for up to 2 minutes, long queues up to 4 minutes, no game. I get it. There's 33 players online testing this, and if you're not hitting the right tier, you're not going to get to play, and that sucks. I mean, it's a bot system. As soon as I load in and I hit battle, I should be thrown right immediately into a battle if there's no human or not. I mean, that's how we're going to test this thing, right? This right here is just simply annoying, or give an idea when you're sitting in queue what tiers people are playing, to have an idea of what you're gonna do, because right now this isn't working. I mean, there's no need for it. All right, so let's try this tier 3 again. And if it doesn't work, I'm done for the night, because there's other things I can do for 15 minutes instead of sitting in a queue. As for the gameplay, what I've played of it so far, it's got some interesting ideas working for it that I think could be probably fun. Just right now, being in a test, it's so hard to tell because it doesn't seem like everything's working like it should. The physics seem to be a little wonky. I don't like the camera views they've offered so far. I prefer the old camera views. I don't know if that's going to change. Once again, it's test. You can't really tell. How's that going to work out? I like the fact that the lead indicators are gone. That brings a little bit of something different for the game. Flak seems to be a pain in the ass. The sheer number of bots that are involved, once you capture these points, or getting to the, if you can't coordinate with your own bots, or they just fly off into the yonder, and you don't see them again, that's going to be a killer right there. I mean, these games are not notorious for being cooperative battles where you're working with 3 or 4 other pilots. You're not going to get that, and if you do, I mean, even 3 or 4 pilots are going to get swamped by the sheer number of bots that are flying around. These waves after wave after wave coming in from other airfields, and for you to take one of these red areas, you need cooperation with the heavy bombers. You need cooperation with the ground attack planes, so they're in there taking out, because the flak seems to be exceptionally hard. You get over to certain areas and they bust the shit out of you. So I'm gonna try it again probably tomorrow night. I'll probably do another live stream, but right at this point it seems to be just simply sitting in queue. This is kind of, like I said, pretty much unacceptable as gameplay. So we'll go up to 4 minutes. Nothing, then we're dropping out.
User joined your channel.
What's up, Big T? What's up, man?
Howdy.
What are you doing?
Not a whole lot, man. Saw your stream was up. Having fun?
No. Here's the problem. When you have a bot system and you can't get a game because you're waiting for one other player to get into game, that's fucked up. This is my third time
no.
at 4 minutes to not get into a game. You have a bot system. You should be able to hit battle and go directly into battle, whether it's all bots on both sides and you. This is a test server. You can't test it if you don't get to play it, right?
Ugh.
So, 4 minutes 20. I'm done for the night with this game.
Well, I mean, it's not like the NA